Leggystarscream, and this is an absolutely fantastic run if you have never seen it. And you're going to be seeing it, and it's going to be in very, very many colors.
All my favorite colors.
Alongside Leggy, we do have our wonderful commentators in Venerable and Natara.
Hello.
And before we get started, I'm going to just take a second to explain how the donation incentive for this run works. We have a rolling incentive to change the color palette of the game. I started this way back when I started running this game. Basically, we can either have good, well-balanced, tasteful palettes, like you see here, Leggy currently rocking the Trans Pride palette. Or, if you prefer, we can have bad taste, which are ones that might be, you know, just eye-searing neon, or they might be like weird muted colors that just don't go together.
I think we all know that bad taste is best taste, though, just saying.
So what are we starting with? I'm terrified.
I'm going to just give one last little thing. The way I usually like to play this game is that for every $25 donated to whichever one is currently like in the lead, that will bank us a forced swap that I will execute on my discretion. But essentially, chat, I am your will-made manifest for this run. If you want to change those palettes, you have to donate. But we are beginning on bad taste. So, but you know what? Let's be nice. Let's be nice. We won't do something super bad to start. So, Leggy, can you start us out on the palette Sour Citrus?
Sour citrus.
Delicious.
This one isn't that
good.
bad.
Sounds like it doesn't burn enough, honestly.
This one isn't that bad.
Actually really nice.
Yeah, this one's sort of like on that questionable taste line.
I don't like it. I can
don't
see
worry.
too much.
There's going to be some more later. We got one last thing to do before we start the run. I was going to read out 2 donations that came in while we were setting up. We got, as promised, from Mr. Shasta, $150, saying, thanks again. Thanks for having me once again at Power Up with Pride. It's always a pleasure to show off one of my favorite games ever made. I hope everyone keeps supporting the Trevor Project and this marathon in general. They both do great work, and I love donating my time and money to them every year. Also, Wario says trans rights. And then, Invenerable, sneaking in here with $25. Some folks think Bloody Tears is the best Castlevania song, but it is also a condition brought on by extensive exposure to Scalakitty's bad taste Final Fantasy Legend 2 palettes. So give me more, please. So thank you, everyone, for all of your wonderful donations, and I think we're ready to get started. And remember, like we got some characters to name.
Yep. And I'm just gonna say this now so I don't forget.
Yes.
I'm gonna donate $1 for every Mistwatcher.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm in on it.
Me
I'm in on it.
too.
We'll explain what that means later on, chat.
Yes. I just wanted to get it for the record before we got into it so that I am committed.
All right.
But who wants to count me in?
Me.
Yes, that's. Oh, go ahead, Natara. Go
I'll
for
do
it.
it. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
Alright, I need a name.
All right, our first character. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to pull them in the order. First one is going to be Chiron. So we have to try and fit these names into 4 characters. The original name
How
was
is it currently spelled?
It is commonly spelled C-H-Y-R-O-N. Let me know if you need me to redo that, or you got it.
I got...
Good enough! Yeah!
Because there are only 4 characters that you can fit into these names. A lot of you all donated 6 character names. Come on, people.
She's the Welsh version of the place that they host the Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, also, I'm officially calling Scalakitty out here. This is not a bad taste palette. Excuse you.
We'll get to one in just a little bit. We'll at least do the starting town in this one.
That's fair.
And then everyone will feel bad that we have more.
Oh my gosh, if you folks think this is bad, I'm so sorry for the rest of this run.
Well, let's get everyone named. We should probably talk a little bit about the lore of this, but long story short, your dad, he's gone. You're trying to figure it out. You're going to go on a journey with all your friends from school.
I need
And
another
also-
name.
The next name is going to be Xandra.
Yeah. Good name.
Easy enough, just remove the A's. I need another name.
The next name is going to be RPGC.
Yeah.
Hey, that one fits.
Yes.
Love it. Another really cool person.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to RPG Chick.
Yeah.
And the final name?
The final name is Cookie.
I wish you could just put like the cookie emoji.
Maybe just a single O that represents a cookie itself.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
No one in chat will know what it means, but you'll know. That's a cookie right there.
Yes.
It's a cookie.
Yeah.
All right. We have named our party. I'm gonna do some quick menuing. And we will get on with this party.
So there's a. Actually, wait. You all are the ones who are supposed to actually
Yep.
be talking about the run.
We enjoy your enthusiasm so much, does Scala. Scala does also runs this game and is very, very good at it, but she's going to be supporting us with this.
Yeah.
By the
so
way,
you'll-
like,
Oh, go ahead, Scala.
you do your things, and then I'll do my thing.
Okay.
Love you so much.
I will be very quick and enunciate well. So you saw Leggy taking off all the gear on her leading human Chiron here, and that's because we actually want that human, if we are stuck in a bad fight, to get beat up and take a nap. In Final Fantasy Legend 2, to run away, it sums up your party's agility and compares it to your enemy groups, and if yours is better with a little bit of randomness, you get to go away. Any character who is unconscious, their agility gets bumped to 100. So we either want to run away instantly, or we want a character to get knocked out so we can run.
Yeah, this poor human is going to go quite a while before becoming more than just a meat shield. A dead body we carry around to be fast.
Which, it's kind of funny that you have all these helpful NPCs who join your team. We have Sensei here, our squid slime teacher from our hometown. He's actually just secretly a big old bag of bricks, as are most of the NPCs. Anytime you're missing an NPC, you have a 5th slot that's empty, giving you 100 agility. So we can normally run away, but whenever we have a teammate like that, it's gonna slow us down.
And just by so much. You just see how frequently we're getting the can't runs, but as soon as we had someone dead, it's just like, yeah. Okay, so first
go ahead.
boss. So this fight, we're hoping for a meat drop. It is quite an easy fight, being just the first one. But by the fact that Leggy did not save beforehand, did get the meat first try. So our baby D there, changing them into a silver really helps. I believe that's an agility boost we get from that, or is that one of the status ailment boosts?
It's a big agility boost. It'll help running when we do get our next bag of bricks on the team, and it'll make a couple of upcoming boss fights a little safer.
Yeah, you're gonna see there's a system in this game where we feed monsters meat, and it will change what monster they are. So each monster comes with different abilities, different bonuses and minuses, and Invenerable and Scala and a bunch of the other folks in the Legend 2 team have really just mapped out what monsters are good for what. So we're going to be aiming to eat certain specific meats, and most of the time there's a couple of cases where it's just going to be like, we're just going to take it if it drops, but otherwise no big deal. But there's at least one really important grind about midway.
Yeah,
Also-
and for that silver upgrade in particular, it does mean we have to grind for another meat drop later. I'm confident in my ability to run this game without getting that meat drop, but for the purposes of marathon safety here in the early game, it does make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Leggy, since we
Yeah.
have gone a little while and people were complaining that this is too nice,
Oh boy.
Since you called out this name when I gave you the list, and this is a brand new palette, can you please pull up Comic Sins for us?
Oh my gosh, I love that name. I also want to note Scala Kitty is the one who has made all of these different palettes. So if you like them or hate them, #blame Scala.
Okay, this one isn't the worst either.
This it's still a bit more painful, but yeah, this one's not awful.
Like, the background is definitely a bit more aggressive, but, like,
Yeah.
I can still read what's going on here. So
Oh, yeah, my eyes aren't burning.
It has a real great classic Game Boy vibe to it, just with the magenta or the fuchsia layered on top of it. I'm kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, they're not all like profoundly bad, but some of them are indeed profoundly bad.
We're not over exaggerating how bad the really bad ones are. So yeah, if you think this is bad, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure you have an idea of exactly how deep the rabbit hole of bad taste goes.
Yes. I will also say, though, this is also the reminder, though, there are also new palettes for this run, and they are all Pride Flag palettes. So, like I said, Leggy gave us a preview earlier with Trans Pride, but I also have the traditional Pride Rainbow, along with Ace and Bi and Lesbian and Non-Binary and Pan Pride as well. To make sure.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's amazing. And as eye-burning as some of the bad palettes can be, the good taste palettes are gorgeous. Like, there's one of the palettes that Scala did up for a previous event that I use regularly when I stream for Game Boy because it's just so amazing.
Oh, thank y'all.
Yeah. When I'm not practicing with palette swaps, I always go with my personal favorite of Scala's palettes as well.
Aw, y'all are too sweet.
I think we have the same one.
Ice cherries.
Yes, ice cherries. It's, oh my gosh, it's so good. Blue and pink and perfect.
Also, while y'all are doing this little walk back to the temple, we got $20 from He Who Is Pell, who says, we can't get the properly bad taste unless we get some good taste.
Why do you hate us? No, listen, we like this. You want to see the good taste ones too, and it all goes to an amazing cause.
However, some egrets has donated $100 and says, gotta bully a leg and see how far these bad palettes go.
Yes.
So
I appreciate you.
I want you all to know currently what the bid war is standing at. Good taste actually only has $5. Bad taste has 195.
You folks are all my people.
So if you want some good taste, y'all have to start banding together. But you know, we got $100. I think that's reason enough for another swap.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What did I have next on my list? Let's do Ruined Trapper Keeper.
Classic.
A classic one.
While we're getting the palette swap, just in case anyone's wondering what's actually going on with the game and the story, we are still hunting down our dad. The local priestess in the Temple of Isis said maybe he was looking for magi in these ruins. We stormed the ruins, got some magi, saw these mysterious archaeologists get beaten up by the neighboring world's evil god, and now we're going to go storm his base and take him back. But unfortunately, Key joined our party. She is the second bag of bricks, and that's why you're going to start seeing these can't runs until poor Chiron manages to finally fall asleep.
I have faith in you.
I also have faith in Chiron's ability to take naps.
So good.
And this is Zombie Dance Party. Well, it's not USA, but it's still Zombie Dance Party. Just one of many absolutely amazing songs on this game. Like, the work that went into this for a Game Boy game to have so many bangers on it is just ridiculous.
Hell yeah, clip through, zombie.
Woo! Zombie clip!
Yes.
Those are always so much fun.
They really are. You don't
Because-
have to do it for the run, but they're definitely helpful. You don't want to get into any of these encounters.
Also,
Yeah.
it's just swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally if you run into a zombie, it starts a random battle with like 1 million enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But if you move onto a tile it's moving to at the same time, you both just kind of shake hands and go on your merry way.
They just want to hug and do a dance party. Yeah, this palette is definitely worse. Like, at first I was like, this isn't that bad, and the longer I watch, the more my eyes are burning, and I'm here for it.
I may have gone through and put these in a nice order, so that way, you know, there'll be some breaks. There are definitely some that are more muted. But there are also some that I just have labeled in like all caps in my list, just neon.
This poor
So I've
rhino.
got this rhino here. It obviously looks like a rhino.
100% a rhino.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Bye, rhino. Yeah, the naming scheme in a lot of these monsters is fabulous. Like, especially the ones which are never bosses, are just monsters. You just constantly... It's the exact same sprite, but the name changes, and the name progression is amazing. I know we'll definitely call out some of our favorite names as they come up. They're just beautiful.
And that was a load-bearing rhino, so of course the base crumbles afterwards, and you love to get those last few encounters here with Key still following. It's like, please, just let me get to the beanstalk, let me lose my NPC, I want to be able to run from battle again.
To be fair, I got away from those, and I feel incredibly grateful to the game for that.
Also, my favorite part of the bad taste is when we go up here to the Celestial Network, and it's just like, oh gosh.
And it's so hard to see anyways up there.
I will let you.
Forward
Yes.
to doing this maze in bad taste.
Yes. Good luck with the maze, Leggy. I'll wait till you get through that before I inflict something else on you.
And a little more storyline beat, since Asura was being a jerk and invading our world for Magi, we're gonna take it right back at him and find his home base, climb up it, beat him up. Basically, this is just we go around, we beat up gods, and we take their stuff. It's a saga game. What's not to like?
Yeah,
Exactly.
the gods aren't very nice. Like, they're being quite mean to people, so you know what? Worth it. Also, in that desert, you're not supposed to know where you're going. Like, there's a set path, and if you go off the path, you get tossed around, and it's supposed to be really annoying, but you can actually see where the safe places are. So as long as you're going slow enough, you can get through no problem, and we know the set path. It doesn't ever change. So as long as you don't get lost in the flowing, burning sands, you're fine.
It's the closest thing this game has to a step route.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, do you want to talk about that?
Yes, I do want to talk about the step route and the fact there is not a step route. This game is set up in such a way where the RNG for the encounters is basically the same. There's only a few patterns, so they come up quite easily. So at the very beginning, before we even started, Leggy booted up the game a few times, fought a random amount of enemies, and then reset. Part of this category is it's no hard resets. We're only allowed to do soft resets, and only in very certain spots, like where the monsters can't change. Like this woodman, if for some reason something went wrong here, you could reset, because that woodman is always going to be there. It's a plot fight. But if you reset at any other point, you have invalidated your run because of that potential for RNG encounter manipulation.
And it
I've
gets
never done that
really
in
rude.
Marathon. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, same.
But the game gets even ruder with it, because this is a game where you can get an encounter on the tile without moving when you load your save.
Yep.
So if you then reflexively reset out of that random encounter, especially in the final gauntlet of the game where you can't run from random it's so heartbreaking.
The last place is especially heartbreaking as well, because like Ben mentioned, you can't run from any of the encounters. So you've spent the entire run running from everything, and then suddenly you can't. and except for like 2 planned encounters. So you get used to resetting from them again, and then you go back into the random encounters, and I know I've reflexively reset in that section and been like, uh-oh. Yeah.
I think everyone has had that happen in at least one run.
Mm-hmm.
So first big battle of the game. We've had a couple of mini bosses, but Leggy's coming up here on Asura, the first of the new gods that we actually get to take down. And we've done remarkably little grinding, fighting, anything to power up our team, but luckily, robots don't care about that. The reason that we use this particular... The entire run kind of hinges on the robot and that baby dragon we started with. Robots get stronger by what you equip. So as long as you make it a point to loot the correct things, equip them on your robot, they will carry you through nearly the entire early game, and then you eat certain meats with your monster, and they carry you through basically the end game. Natara, do you want to talk a little bit about humans and espers and why they're not playing as big a role?
I'm actually not so sure about why the espers are not so big a role, but with human, yeah, I'm actually not quite sure why they're such a big role. I think it's because of their abilities and the way it works.
Yeah, both of them really need to fight random encounters to power up. For those of you who've played Final Fantasy II for the NES or the remakes on Game Boy Advance, PSP, etc., this is a saga game. You power up your humans by doing things. Use a strength weapon, you get a chance of adding strength. Agility weapon, chance of adding agility. But you have to fight to do that. We don't want to do that. Espers also can get random abilities. They'll have 4 random ones that they can do in addition to being able to equip gear like humans can, and their stats grow at a slightly different rate. Since we don't want to do any of that, well, we're going to rely nearly all on our robots and monsters until we get some static damage weaponry in the end game.
Yeah, and then finally our human and or esper, if we're using them instead, get more useful. One thing an esper can do, though, that the humans can't do, is they can also eat the meat that we're currently feeding to monsters to learn abilities. And there's certain abilities which we really want if we bring an esper, which can totally change the run. But again, you get that RNG factor of needing to grind to try and get that specific monster meat. And that's easier said than done.
Yeah. The big abilities we're looking for from an Esper, and the first one is Warning, which prevents us from being ambushed by enemies. My Imp monster, I'm going to be doing a bit of meat grinding in a little bit to evolve it into a Chameleon, which comes with Warning, so I don't have to worry about that. But with an Esper, when I'm usually practicing this game, what I'll do is I'll take small one-off encounters and try and get the Warning ability, because you can get that off almost any fight you get. The other big ability you can get on your Esper is Teleport, which saves a heck of a lot of time, but it's a very rare drop on like one specific enemy to even save that time at all.
Yeah, theoretically, the best run for this game would be one where your Esper, with an Esper, and we aren't running an Esper right now because they're not very marathon safe, but theoretically, if you were to get first try Warning in your first fight, and then first try Teleport in the first boss that can give it, you would just blow a lot of times out of the water.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get both of those, though.
Also, just to mention, we just saw Dad after seeing definitely not our dad with a mask on. And he's just like, hey, good seeing you. We haven't seen each other in a while. Yeah, go here. Go to the Giant's Town. They'll help you.
Well, he basically learns that we've already taken down one of these new gods. He's like, oh, my daughter, she is strong. She can take care of all these jerks for us. Go. More attacking and dethroning God. Okay, Dad, we can do it.
Whatever, Dad.
Are you killing the new gods?
Are you winning, kids?
Also, Leggy, since we have a little walk here, do you want to change it up? Do you feel like changing it up?
I mean, I feel like I don't have a say in the matter. It is all up to you. Am I changing it up?
Let's change it up. Let's go with forcibly festive. We'll have a little holiday spirit in the middle of the summer.
This sounds amazing. Yeah, and even though bad taste is in the lead, some of these bad tastes are going to be much, much worse than others. And you are, wow. I'm speechless at how, wow. Anyways, you might want to rest your eyes at some point or just see what some of the good palettes look like. So again, it's not so much a bid war, like it is a bid war, but we're banking them. So for every $25 for each, we'll get a new type of palette. So even though Good Taste is way behind, if you donate $25 to Good Taste, Scala will throw a Good Taste palette in here.
I'll try to maybe sneak one in, but we usually let whichever one is in the lead
Okay.
be our main focus.
That's less fun.
Hit a storyline beat again right quick. Why are we in Giant's Town? Well, as soon as we were landing the final blow on Asura, he's like, haha, my men have shrunk down and entered Key's body. It turns out our local priestess has those magi, the pieces of a goddess, distributed in her body. She was born with them. And so now she's sick, and there is a literal war raging inside her, and we have to go figure out how to shrink down and go on an amazing journey as well to get in there, steal her magic powers, beat up the bad guys, except we won't really be beating up the bad guys, and get out.
Yep. It's pretty amazing. I know that was the section was the furthest I ever got playing as a kid.
Ooh, the Celestial Palace with this one.
Oh,
It's so
feel
candy
bad.
cane. I love it. like the little red and green minty ones instead of the pepperminty ones. Oh,
it's beautiful in how painful it is.
So, what do we say to the god of shopping?
Not
never
today.
sell your Micron.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god. I always go all the way down because Micron is the most recent thing you've picked up, so it'll be at the bottom of your list. So we're about to do a bunch of selling, so I always go all the way down to the Micron and work my way up, so I can't accidentally sell my Micron.
What happens if you do sell your Micron, Natara?
You have to go all the way back and get it again.
It's terrible. No one's ever done that in a marathon run.
This game is totally built to help you and not punish you for everything. Also, casual like SMG we're just picking up here, which we're going to use exactly one. Worth it.
Worth every penny. Well, actually, since Leggy is grinding for the meat from that fight, Leggy will probably get to use it quite a few times here, unless we get a high roll on the very first battle.
And you know what? Let's go with instead of just the Watchers. Let's do it for every time I'm grinding meat.
Oh yeah, because
Let's do it.
you painted yourself into a corner a little bit with the lucky baby worm drop at the start. So
Yep.
that's gonna be 3 meat grinds going on.
Ooh.
But I actually have an update on the bid war. Chat, there is a hero amongst you, and that hero is named Prof Ness,
I'm not sure I believe that.
who says, "This hurts me. I am pained, but for variety and making this an actual bid war, has put their money down for Good Taste."
Prof Ness, I love you very much, and thank you for donating for charity, even if you're wrong.
For those of us, for those of you who are new, Prof Ness is usually on the side of bad taste, but
I love it.
wants there to be a bit more excitement. So, Leggy, could you mind switching over? I think we need one of the Pride palettes. Can we get some non-binary Pride?
Hell yeah. Oh, that's so much better.
It's lots of purple and some nice yellow.
Oh,
Right?
nice. Oh, just that little faint bit of yellow.
So soothing.
Yay!
Also, shoutouts to every single non-binary person watching this. You're wonderful and I love you.
No, you. Heart.
Heck yes to all of our beautiful non-binary watchers. Are watchers now canonically non-binary? Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just-
yes.
They're evil enough, I'm claiming them.
And we are inside Key's body, and of course fighting absolutely nothing. All these monsters, terrorists, samurai, weird little rock dudes that Asura sent in to steal the Magi. They're all just hanging out. They're not really accomplishing their goals. We're just walking past them like, excuse us, pardon us. We're on a mission. So we have to go to 6 different body parts, collect the Magi from each before finally getting access to the brain, and it's so soothing. Like, this is such a soothing part of the run. You just get to vibe out to the really cool, like, it's very underwater music that, I don't know, it's very cozy.
It is also a 100% accurate anatomy lesson, right? This is what a heart looks like. Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen,
sure.
it's got 4 chambers. That's accurate.
Let's see.
And you have a magical rock that gives you the power of defense.
Yeah, that's in my heart, isn't it in yours?
I think my heart has mana magi in it, but you know.
Ooh, that's an interesting thing.
My heart just has pure evil.
And if you pay attention down here, you'll see that my personal theory for why Key is so slow and you can't run, these are just 2 legs connected. She's basically a mermaid hopping along, following you, and that's why you can't run from monsters for her. It's just not.
That seems legit. Yeah, you look at some of the monsters which are in here, and like, she's literally filled with terrorists. You're like, why are there terrorists in her blood?
Also, shout out to my favorite sprite, which is the anxiety worm.
Yeah.
Love anxiety worms. They don't want to be here. They want to go home.
I also am a big fan of confused fish, especially confused volcano fish. We'll point that one out when we get there.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, some of these sprites are just an entire mood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sprite work in this game is phenomenal.
I seriously love how a lot of these the enemies in here, it's like some are named like Plasma, which is normal, Grippe, which is, you know, French for flu, I believe, and, you know, some actual normal things, and then you have rocks and terrorists and robots.
And horses!
Like, and a horse. It's like, there's a blood horse. Look, listen, we just had a terrorist. Like, what is happening inside here, Key? Like, are you okay, honey? Are you okay?
This is why you have to get vaccinated.
It's true. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Like Invent said about the music, though, I always like feel like so sleepy during this part. I'm like,
Oh god, yeah.
It's nap time. It's good nap times.
There is no bad music in this run, but this is definitely kind of the calmest, being like, huh.
You know, if you laid out your stomach and intestines end to end, you'd have to fight a dozen terrorists while passing through them.
That sounds legit. That sounds like my intestines. No, they're like blood crabs.
Like you do the body a little differently than I usually do. Like both arms first, and then go down into the body, because otherwise I will 100% forget.
Yeah, I kind of do it in like the U shape.
For me, it depends on whether I forgot to go to the right arm after the left. Because sometimes I just go down and I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing the arm later and hopefully not forgetting. Yeah, forgetting sections is bad, because we're collecting Magi, because that's the whole plot of this game, is to collect and save, you know, the 77 Magi. And a lot of doors are actually locked by Magi requirements. So if you don't have the correct number, the door just won't let you in. So there's nothing better than getting to the door at the end here to go to the boss and being like, nope, not enough Magi. And you're like, excuse me? You're like, oh god, which of these limbs did I forget?
Who knew that the way to break the blood-brain barrier was simply to collect enough pieces of a goddess?
Also, Leggy, I have an update for you.
Okay.
So since I know you're just about to save, we got a donation from the wonderful Xandra, who has asked me to say this in a very particular way. Bad palettes. So we're going to go back to bad palettes. We'll see if we get this the first time, And if not, we'll change after this boss fight.
Oh no, just go ahead. Just go
ahead.
Now.
Hot dog stand.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting classic.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh, that's one reset without
Yep.
me. Let's keep track, chat.
Oh. Yeah, we're starting to get there. This is still not even the worst one I've seen. Oh, that's 2.
And the annoying thing also here is that your money route also depends ever so slightly on how many phagocytes you get here. If you only have 4, well, you may be a little short on cash later and have to be a little weaker with your equips. But fighting 7 to get that meat, not bad.
No, I fed it to the wrong character.
No! So that
Keep
counts
that
as
counter
3, I
going.
would say.
It's been a while since I've done 2 monsters.
Oh no.
So how many are we at?
If we count the one that you
Oh,
fed
we
to the
count
wrong
that
one.
one.
Okay, then that was 4.
I will keep track of them. I have in my little notes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's all the ones that are missed, right? So we don't count the one where you actually get it?
Yeah. Because if I get it first try, I don't have to donate anything.
Okay, gotcha, understand.
And with that, Xandra has changed from an imp into a chameleon.
You did it.
And most importantly, gained that warning ability. Although up to this point, we fought no monsters that had the surprise ability and could sneak attack us and do terrible things to our team. That kind of starts in the next world we're going to in certain dungeons. And Lucky doesn't have to worry about that anymore. It's a huge part of marathon safety for the run. Because if you do take a wipe in battle, you remember you can't reset. So you're getting extra cutscenes for your trouble. And so we get to avoid that.
I'm laughing at how this looks in the Celestial Palace.
Oh my
So
god.
bad.
It's literally lost lines.
What, you don't like ketchup?
I
So
love
much ketchup. I like Dijon ketchup, but this is a
Fancy
little bit.
ketchup.
Yes.
Got her.
Shoutouts to Dijon, a wonderful friend, and going to be racing me in TCG for this very marathon tomorrow. Pokemon TCG, that is.
Your land of ketchup and cheese sounds delicious, Sandra. I'm here for it.
I will give everyone just a very quick update on where the bid war stands. We have $245 for bad taste and $205 for good taste. So it's a $40 difference. So you need 41 just to make a swap over. Also, it's the long, long man.
Definitely not evil.
Oh yeah, the music changed? No, there's no way this could be a bad guy. He gave us Magi. What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
He
seems
even
legit.
told us where the other ones are.
So, Natara, you're casting Final Fantasy Legend 2, the movie. Who are
Okay.
you picking to play Apollo?
Oh god. You're asking me to
I
remember
know.
names.
I know.
Okay, you
Wait,
do
I
it.
have to
Stella,
make
you got
sure I get the exact right name.
Okay. I trust Scala on this. You asked me one of those things I literally cannot do in Ben. How could you do this to me?
You could be like, the person who played so-and-so. We'd be able to whittle it down.
It's
Yes.
Lee Pace,
Oh,
100%.
yes, Lee Pace. Agreed.
Mhm.
Lee Pace would do so good, not just because he's such a good actor, but like he's just got that look.
Okay, I feel bad now. This is actually hard. Because it's actually hard for Leggy to interpret.
No
The
way,
land
Leggy.
No, I'm following it just fine.
Yeah, Leggy's so
Let-
It
good.
actually looked volcano. For a
It
change.
does look like a volcano. It looks extremely volcano.
It's
Here,
still crunchy volcano, but
I will be kind, and I will swap this out so that we can all kind of differentiate areas again. Oh wow! Wait! Actually, chat is currently arguing in the bid war. Give me a second. I have to actually update this so I know exactly what's happening. Okay.
ooh, Brosentia and friends are here.
Hello, everyone! Oh, you're here for a good, terrible time.
Thanks for combination. We're not sorry about your eyes. But if you want to fix it and save your eyes, $25. How much is it to donate
Okay.
to get it?
So we had a bunch of donations come in.
Okay, good.
So
good.
let me go through real quick and update us. Okay, so we received. Let me make sure I get the right link. Okay, wow. There's more things are coming in.
I love it.
So I need to know what we're picking for the
Okay.
disco dungeon.
Okay, can you just pause for like 1 second? Let me just double check everything. Okay.
Paused in a speed run?
I know, right? Okay.
While you're double checking, Nitara and Ven, do one of you want to explain what the disco dungeon is? Because I
Yes.
think that's
Also,
going to be very
warning.
important.
Warnings.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So, for everyone who needs to know, Disco Dungeon has a moving floor, and it's very, very, very agitating for your eyes. So, if you have any sort of flashing sensitivity or visual sensitivities, you're gonna want to look away now. We'll tell you in chat, and we will tell you when it's good. Look away if eyes hurt.
Okay. So,
But not just
here's,
because of the palette. The palette is going to keep
Okay.
hurting, but the floor part.
Bad.
Yeah,
So-
warn you
yeah.
it's over.
So here's all of what's happened.
Yeah, it's
And-
bad.
Oh my god, it's still happening. Y'all are amazing, and I love you. Okay. We're back to good taste is the important thing, as of right
Okay.
now.
Is
So, yes. Quick, what's something that will not hurt everybody's eyes? Can you go for patina, please? Patina. That one will not. That one is less eye hurty.
So the funny thing is that we found the True Eye Magi in the undersea volcano, and then we enter here and it says, see well with True Eye, and we're not actually seeing all that better. But with the palette change there,
yeah.
I think the True Eye finally kicked in.
There we go. So let me go through very quickly and read through everything that has happened over the last few minutes. There was $20 from Uno Squid who told us to make it worse, but then Lilifin came in with $50 and said, please change us back. And then Tex Bob gave us $25 and said, loving all the wonderful peeps from the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise crew. Such a wonderful cause. And then Zelphacon came in with $55 said, let's round that amount up and get some good palettes.
You're all amazing.
You're all
Good stuff.
amazing. So as it stands right now, Good Taste is in the lead with $310. Bad Taste is not too far behind. It's at $285.
Oh, that's real close. Also, we're picking up this laser sword here for our robot because what's better than a lightsaber? I mean, please.
And I do love that our robot just gets all this gear strapped to it. Like, it's just held together with duct tape and super glue. And it makes it immensely strong. Like, one of the ways that Leggy's building the robot is agility gear, agility damaging gear, just stacking that up to where very soon, especially after we do our shopping trip at the end of this world, you'll see our little murder bot just destroying everything in its path.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Also, I realized I had to actually have you swapping probably slightly more frequently because people are banking a whole bunch.
This is great.
Yeah. Wow, I was not expecting this.
I love it.
And given that it takes me a little bit to swap things for whatever reason, this is.
What's an
Let's go.
estimate?
It doesn't matter. It's all for charity.
Exactly.
Woo.
It's all for charity.
I
Each
will
$25
spend time to
donation
make this-
extended.
I'm willing to spend time to make this more money for the Trevor Project.
Absolutely. I'll wait till you get out, and then you know what? We can have one more because we haven't had a lot of the Pride pellets, and we should have more Pride.
Heck yeah.
I'll wait till you get out, though.
I am out.
Cool beans. You know what? Let's have a shout out to all them our good pansexual friends out there. Our good pan friends.
And for those of you who are listening, instead of looking at the stream or looking at chat, we are out of the disco dungeon. So if moving floors cause you to have any motion-sensitive issues or anything like that, you're all clear. We are back to just normal dungeons and a really cute palette.
Yeah, this is really good. I really like this palette.
He's cute like pan people.
Right?
Yes.
We're always talking about how cool pan people are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fact.
Okay. Me too.
And so Apollo, when we entered his role, gave us the riddle. Basically, hey, there are 3 dungeons here. There's Magi in them. You can go get it if you want. I don't need it. I have enough power. It'll be fun. We've cleared the undersea volcano, we've cleared the disco dungeon, and now there's the Cave of Wind in the northern mountains, and we get to fight almost copyright infringement the boss.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh please, you're a Doctor Who fan.
Don't know what you're talking about. They would never.
See Xander pointing out in the chat, music got to the neat part of the track. That is one thing that I would love to see, like a fan mod of this game, to where the music actually picks up where it left off when you leave a fight. That would be amazing, because so many good songs, but the encounter table, like you're gonna have spots where you have 3 fights in, 4 or 5 steps, and it just really interrupts a lot of these great tunes. But sometimes you get the hero walk, and we get to enjoy it during that time.
Hi, Lynn.
It's Lynn.
Yay, Lynn! So she fell down and got stuck while trying to get something to help her mother. So we're gonna help her get out. Unfortunately, there's a robot in the way. Eliminate. Eliminate.
And with that trusty new lightsaber, RPG chick having none of it. 478 damage, 1 shot. Oh, you thought this boss was hard? Clearly, you weren't leveraging the power of murder bots. Oh, hey, Dad.
Yes. So Dad was there, canoodling.
Canoodle.
Yes, and we are very upset about all of this, and so we are going to go and deal with that by shopping.
I love how so, theatrical we get over it. It's not just, I can't believe Dad's like this. It goes, I will gather the Magi and I will triumph over my father. Which, I'm sure that's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Yeah, seems totally reasonable to me.
Money route tight.
Oh no.
We got there. We got there. We nailed it with 200 gold to spare.
Yeah, we have to keep a real close eye on the money, because as mentioned, depending on how many monsters we get in an encounter, it can affect our money route. Plus, there's some stuff later which we'll talk about, which can really change up our money route. So we're gonna cross our fingers. That's not an issue.
Fingers
And
crossed.
of course, Dunatis also has a few items that can drop. Some of which we want to equip, some of which are just like extra cash.
Yeah, if you get real lucky and you get a Blitz Whip drop, that gives as much agility as one of those headbutts that Leggy just bought, and thus you save 6,800 gold, which is fantastic. Chainsaws are good for selling, and in those situations you may be able to get an extra lightsaber, but as it stands, our Murderbot RPGC has almost 70 agility, and every single one of these fights here in this mysterious little town world, it's going to be in trouble. Look for some big damage rolls in these upcoming combats.
Yes. So we decide to go and listen to some music, but apparently if we like heroic tunes, we are accused of being spies, which is fairly rude, as it's a really great tune. But it turns out Dad is actually a captain of this set of forces who are trying to protect the world and protect the Magi from those who are going to misuse them. So he lets us out. He's like, no, they're fine.
Yeah. Also, Leggy, since we're in a new world, I think we need a new palette. Can you pull up watermelon salad?
Sure, let me get into cutscenes so I can just mash and hold.
Watermelon salad, ice cherries. Scarlet, why do your palettes make me so hungry?
I like food is nice.
Food is very nice.
Also, I want the job, like at the different paint companies or like the crayon companies where you just get to name colors.
Oh,
How do I get that job?
You're like, give me that job, please. Please.
So casual 867 damage there from the robot with the lightsaber.
You know, as one does.
Palettes are nice. This is the life.
Of course, there's more
Palettes are
colors
nice.
to name. Colors. Yeah, it's mostly a Game Boy palette, but with some nice pink in there.
And like, it looks like you've been getting really good luck with HP ups on your human, which is the main stat we're actually interested in growing on her.
Right?
Yeah, because she actually has to be alive at the end of a battle to receive that experience. She may get auto-resurrected once you complete the battle, but she doesn't get the experience if she's not alive.
So Guardian's World utterly wrecked by these minions of new gods. Yeah, Dad doesn't specify which new gods. Gee, I wonder who the evil one could be.
It's all of them.
It was all
That is true, though.
well, the lightsaber missed.
Ooh.
Rude.
Second round.
This is a
And-
fight that shouldn't need a second round, but usually a lot of the strats are just around hit with this weapon hits, battle over. So if the weapon misses, you're just like, well.
And the commando, with his dying breath, tells Captain, our dad, that Lynn has been kidnapped and is in the next world, which, although this next world is normally Ninja Ambush World, well, Leggy has taken steps to ensure it is just Ninja World.
That little
Too
tiny
good for
ninja
ambushes.
world.
Yeah, it's so tiny. Like, this is, you've now seen the entirety of Ninja Ambush World.
Congrats.
Yeah, isn't it great?
And then Dad is also very dramatic, like how we're very dramatic. Has handed us a magi, says, "Tell Mom I love her," and then there's explosions and stuff, and their music is sad, and we're upset.
Well, our dad just died. Of course we're sad.
He died as he lived, dramatically.
If there's one thing our dad does very well, it's be, oh my god, dramatic. You're like, Dad, please.
This whole
Dad, please.
family is, oh my god, dramatic.
But especially Dad.
But especially Dad.
But especially Dad.
So-
And of course, we have to remember to talk to Lynn's mom.
Yeah, this is the last Magi that'll open the next beanstalk for us. You also get it if you talk to Lynn, but that makes the cutscene and the chatting like 6 or so text boxes longer. We don't have time for that. It's like, okay, fine. Our dad wasn't, harassed about, being terrible, cheating on Mom. He was just being surrogate father for you for now. But whatever, you cry, I have gods to kill.
Whoa.
Also,
I mean,
since
if you say things like, I will triumph over him, I mean, he may have just exploded, but you still have to go triumph over him. That's something you can't take back.
Mm-mm.
You can,
Also, let's give it another change up since we have plenty of pallets banked. Let's have some bottled sunshine, since Good Taste is still in the lead.
That sounds
So Scala,
lovely.
Yes.
casting the Final Fantasy Legend to the movie. Who's playing Dad?
Who's?
And you can't say Harrison Ford.
Damn it!
Oh,
Daddy's Harrison Ford.
the dude who played Sirius Black in the movies. Oh, Gary Oldman. Decided. Gary Oldman. Did it.
Keep boss coming in here. Liam Neeson is also a very strong choice.
Because they both do dramatic really well. Gary Oldman has played some killer roles. But yeah, so they're both really, Liam Neeson would be
It's
just
kind
over dramatic.
It's kind of the inverse Liam Neeson, though, because instead of, him finding us, we're like, whatever you've done to my father, I will find you, and I will kill you, and I will take your magi.
Correct.
And we get to meet Venus, the tall lady with the proper Ojo-sama laugh. The
And who doesn't even pretend to be a good person.
no, she's
like,
real mean.
Yeah, you're not pretty. Get out of here. You don't look good. You're damaged in any way, quote unquote damaged in any way. Get out. I didn't know you could go that way. What? I'm learning something new.
Yeah, this world is the really big one we want that warning ability for, because this is where things get spicy with the ambushes.
Yeah, there's one encounter here that I've seen wipe really excellent pace, like PB attempts on folks, just because it has a group of enemies that are full of wizards, basically, and they'll open up with just unloading magic on your entire team with a surprise attack, and blarg, you're dead.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm not a fan of Blarg, you're dead. Not at all.
I am when it's happening to my enemies.
Well, yes, you're right. But, yeah, I don't like me personally being blarged.
That's fair.
Speaking of blarg.
Blarg.
Blarg. Rujasu55 has come in with $55, staying on brand, and also telling us, down with good taste.
Yeah.
So the balance has swung back again. Bad taste is back in the lead. Let's see, what would be good for in here?
How appropriate. We dive into sewers, and immediately we get a bad taste in our palate.
It's wonderful. You know, yeah, let's stick with the sewer theme. Can you give me the ooze, Leggy?
Yes, I technically can.
Uh-oh.
It's very green now. It's extremely green.
Oh, wow. Yeah, these are the ones I find more painful, where it's just like...
I will give you a fun fact about this one. This one was actually randomly generated.
It's something.
All right, chat, we got to keep count here of resets. Leggy has reached the second place where she has to grind meat to undo that silver horse from earlier. We need to be back in baby dragon form. So we're going to be beating up this hermit crab over and over until it drops its lunch meat. Lunch? I don't know.
Wow.
This is spicy.
Yeah, this is not a good fight at all.
To stick
Luckily,
with the
you don't
triple
have
theme,
to worry about it.
you're trying to kick some shell?
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's impressive that apparently there's someone in chat who is red-green colorblind, and this is still painful.
So that's 2 resets, right, Leggy?
Yes.
And it's kind of funny that the hermit crab here will use the shell ability, and that just makes it to where nothing happens for a turn. It doesn't accomplish any damage on our team. We just sit here, and then we do the exact same thing over again.
Yeah.
These
Hey,
are only
only 2
three
resets, not
attempts.
bad.
So now
So
we're up
three?
to 6 total.
3 resets, or was that 2? I think it was only 2.
It was
So,
2 fights where we didn't get the meat, which is what we're
yeah.
counting.
Cool. 6 resets.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hello, that's totally a chocobo. Don't tell me that's not a chocobo.
It's a chocobo.
It's a joke.
It's a chocobo.
It's made by Square. Of course it's a chocobo.
I love that beetle. It's just so angry. It's just like, grrr. I'm here and I'm grrr. Also, don't open the bottom right chest in either of these rooms. It's filled with, encounters. Lots of encounters. And what do you get for fighting all those encounters? Nothing. So it's...
As I've heard it described, it's monsters and sadness.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's really great is on the DS remake of this game, they made it to where in the first room, it's not the bottom right chest with the monsters anymore, it's a different one. And so you go to open the 3 that you think are safe, and it's like, haha, you fools. And then in this room, they do put it back in the bottom right.
Rude. Why would you be so rude to us?
Oh. Hey, Leggy, while we're doing
Yeah?
this last little walk, we got another donation.
Yeah.
This, again from Xandra, who has also made another special request for my reading. And I will, of course, honor it. Hey, folks, don't make it bad. Take that palette and make it better. So remember to let good taste into your heart, and you can start to make it better. So,
Why? No.
too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Love it. That was very good.
Oh, thank you.
So, I've got
It's-
a cutscene, so now would be a perfect time to get a new topic.
Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's do the traditional Pride Rainbow.
Yeah.
Like Loki trying to get rid of the ooze. This would be a real good time for a palette swap. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I'm just saying, the donation came at a perfect time.
It did come in at a good time. I was super happy to see it.
love seeing that donation counter keep ticking up, like just every few minutes here.
It
Great.
It has indeed ticked up again because Rudolph Fahrenheit donated $25. It says, as interesting as some of the bad taste pellets are, this is Power Up for Pride. We could use some more of those Pride pellets. So that actually came in before I assigned the traditional Rainbow Pride. But don't worry, we'll make sure to keep some more Pride pellets coming in.
Yay!
So to update everyone, currently, Good Taste is in the lead at $370. Bad Taste is not far behind at $340. Yeah, this one is a little bright, but it's Rainbow. We'll make an exception for Rainbow.
Yo, dog, we heard you like volcano levels.
So we put another volcano level inside your game. This one isn't even underwater though.
Same chunk of lava.
It's chunky salsa, not lava.
Delicious.
The
I
you
want
know,
salsa.
oh, I always want salsa. I'm in a state of perpetual salsa desire.
Yeah.
That's a
me too.
mood.
Yep.
That's also my surf rock band name, Perpetual Salsa Desire.
Love it.
That's a strong one.
Speaking
Yeah.
of a few other things about the remake, we have all these little cutscenes here where Leon pops in behind us. We have a little shadow following us through the volcano. He's just, hello, and then sneaks away. In the remake, you get an entire, like, camera shift cutscene. It's like, here, you know what this dungeon needs? We need about a minute and 15 seconds of Leon just popping up and running back downstairs.
It's great. I just love how both you and Leon are walking through lava with bare legs. Like, no! What are you doing?
Look,
Stop this!
I'm here. Legs are powerful now.
Oh,
Yes,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I never considered that.
makes total sense to me.
Also, I just want to shout out Final Fantasy 1 because lava in that game, I don't get encounters.
Not here.
Nope.
The enemies don't care. They also want some of that chunky salsa.
Also, hi Mushy, bye Mushy.
Bye, Mushy. We miss you.
We'll have to definitely shout out Mushy every time we see a mushroom.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't need that chest. That one
Also-
always gets me.
That's your totally on-brand Mushy Mania reminder.
Heck, yeah.
Get that official Power Up for Pride tie-in game. Also, all of the sales of that game also go to the Trevor Project.
That's amazing.
I know, I've already bought my copy.
I know there's already talk about people learning how to speedrun it.
I love it. That was made by Witch's Hex, correct?
Yes!
Yep.
Oh, one of our Valkyries. Love it.
And one of the admin here for Power Up Pride.
Absolutely. So yeah, she does good work. You're definitely going to want to check that out.
It's worth it just for the snakes.
Yes.
You would know nothing about Snake Stella, would you?
I don't make me have to donate with read donations in snake voice, but also donate to make me read stuff with my snake voice.
It's the best. Literally the best
Past
thing.
Metal Gear.
Oh, and if y'all noticed, the fight there with that trio of chunky snakes, mushy friends, and the wizard-type enemy, that's the one that this warning ability is really saving Leggy's bacon. That will never be a surprise attack with the chameleon active in the party, and thus you don't have to worry about getting barraged by powerful magics and having to visit a certain friend.
We don't like that friend.
We don't talk about that friend.
No. Mm-mm.
I have my girlfriend take care of that friend for me.
Yay!
Also, we're getting up to the point where, we gotta crash a wedding, which is one of my favorite things that we do in this entire game. We need to dress up, I think, for the wedding.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do China Cabinet. Gotta have something blue for a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let me get the cutscene started, and I will swap over.
Ooh, that means we're about to get the best song in the game, too, for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a good song.
Song is so good.
And Venus was kind of one of the big roadblocks for folks who played this game in their childhoods, on your long family car trips. with your Game Boys, Venus is kind of a jerk. But we have a murder bot with a lightsaber. I think we have a murder bot with 2 lightsabers. Venus is in trouble.
Yeah, there comes a point where we just start duct taping things to this poor robot. Oh, you thought this robot was powerful? Duct tape. So, Flora's being forced to marry someone she is not at all interested in, and so in order to get out of it, purposely mars her own face, cutting a wound there, and so she'll be kicked out because she's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to be here. And Venus is like, yeah, you're beautiful. You have to be here. So she's like, well, guess what? And Venus is like, no. So you're bursting in.
Yeah, how dare you disgrace me? Also,
Cool.
shout out to Nils. Oh no! Ooh, that was. Do we count that for the reset counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
When in doubt, it counts.
Okay.
Awesome. Got it. So we're up to 7.
Flame is not the attack we want to see Venus use. We prefer to
Never.
use the charm attack or a single target attack to take down one of our less DPS-y characters. And right now, she's wow, you are getting really rude Venus luck today.
Venus,
Well-
please.
We're done.
Yeah, Venus is... Whenever you see one of those enemies that's 2 tiles tall, always save before them if you know it's a boss battle, because they tend to be the really mean ones, because they're the new gods.
Also, shout outs to Nils, the literal handsome devil who was going to marry Flora, but guess what? Turns out there are also people who are interested in Nils, so they're gonna go and hook him up. And our party is super duper happy. We got to kill a god. We probably ate all the wedding cake. Probably stole some stuff. We're having a good old time.
So what from the wedding did we duct tape to the robot?
Oh,
Venus.
no, Flora's veil.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm like a Venus's fan, and our robot has a recording because. Well, we'll get there, but all the music you hear in this game is actually being played from the robot. This is headcanon, but I think it's also true based on something we'll point out in a bit. So I think that the robot also has a recording of her Ojo-sama laugh and just repeats it whenever we're about to fight another god.
That seems
Totally.
legit.
Can I get this
100%.
anime now? Can we get the anime adaptation of this game?
I mean-
that would be so good.
That's
Who do you
basically.
get to play Venus?
Oh, oh god, I know her name. Who I'd want to play her in the anime version. Atsuko Tanaka, 100%, absolutely.
What about live action?
That's harder. Who plays Venus in live action? That's a good question.
I mean, we could follow the Lee pace route and just go with more really tall elf folks and go with oh, who played Galadriel? Ugh.
Oh, now I'm
Kate
blanking on her name.
Blanchett.
Yes,
Kate Blanchett.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Why do they put random encounters in this race? Because
our-
we can't have, because we can't have nice things.
Yeah, we can't just be, riding a dragon in a race. Also, there's my favorite sprite, the piranha, which is a terrified-looking fish. You're like, what?
I do also like All Glory to the Hypno Chameleon.
Yeah, that's also good. So we're saving in front of this encounter, just to make sure it doesn't go too bad. Usually it's fine.
Getting a stack of 4 is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I missed that attack. This is gonna end. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna reset that. I can reset that. It's a forced encounter.
Absolutely.
That's
Granted.
$1.
There's another $1.
Yeah, did it.
That's 7 now?
No,
Nine.
we're at 8.
Oh, okay.
9 with the latest one.
Okay.
Why 9 with the latest one?
Because
I reset. I
Twice.
reset on 2 Lamias.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed the first Lamia you reset from.
Yay, we gotta eat some meat.
Yay!
We can have a demon. Nice.
Of course, this does mean for the next little part of the track until we get to the big watch your meat grind, we are in danger of surprises.
Yeet. Also, hey,
That mob right there terrifies me. Right there.
wait, Leggy, while you're saving, before we go to Watcher, I guess
We're in Watcher.
okay. We'll wait till you're done with the Watchers, then we'll swap.
Okay, so I'm gonna count these. That's one. So we need.
What?
Did you get it already? Oh my
Second
god!
Watcher.
Oh my god! Second Watcher. So we're up to 10 now. I've seen I've personally had my Watcher grind go up to in the 20s.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting second try Watcher meat is ridiculous because if for the main monster, when you bring at least one monster, you are getting the Watcher meat. So it is the big grind, no matter what your party is in this run. So that's almost as good as first try Watcher, which is just as unbelievable.
And the reason we want the Watcher so badly is that this is a monster that is an entire world stronger than where we're heading. We now have power to an extremely strong group attack. We have that warning ability that we've been holding on our chameleon for so long. And it's also just a bucket full of HP with a whole lot of resistances and a very important stone gaze ability that bosses don't have all that many status resistances in this game compared to some other games with Final Fantasy on the title.
Also, Leggy. We got a donation.
Okay.
This is from. Oh, go ahead. Do your menuing thing.
I'm gonna do the fight. And
Go do the fight, and I'll read the donation while we're doing this fight, and we're gonna see why we wanted a Watcher so bad. So Neobari has donated $31, has made another special request for the reading. So it's the time for good palettes to end. Now it's time for some bad palettes, my friends. Some people donated for it, not knowing what it was, and now your eyes will bleed forever just because.
I love it.
You know what? We need. How about let's do one of the new ones for this marathon. Leggy, I need you to say this with me, as with enunciation. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Why are you making Leggy lie on stream?
Yeah, I don't.
Wow! Wow! Oh god! Oh gods!
Oh wow, this palette though.
It's
I kinda
pink and
like it.
yellow, like
I kinda
SpongeBob
like
and Patrick.
I want strawberry cake, maybe with like some lemon sherbet on the side.
That'd be so good. No, it's Patrick.
And just so people know, there is. I will double check, make sure I got my numbers right. Okay. Oh, hello. Y'all are donating so fast that it's taking a bit for like this, everything to update properly.
That's amazing. That's the best sort of problem to have, though. You're all too good. We love you
Right?
all.
What's our total at?
5841 as per stream, but it could have changed in the seconds between saying that.
Though, that donation might have actually gone towards Good Taste, because technically, according to the system that I'm seeing, Good Taste is still in the lead.
Well, we're here now.
And just to get caught up on the story beat, we've come to Edo World, and kind of based on a little bit of feudal Japan going on. We got harassed by these divine justice jerks on a bridge. A local detective said that's rude, and they're like, oh, yeah, fine, whatever. And her father, hey, here's a connection. Her father was also killed by bad guys. So we're helping her investigate a banana smuggling ring. Bananas being the North American euphemism for whatever kind of illegal contraband was used in the original.
Yeah, so everyone, please make sure to put your bananas away. They are contraband. They are not acceptable here. They're legal. No bananas.
However, the tank that's on this boat is going to be just fine.
Yeah, tanks are good. We're totally good with our human having a tank, but we are not okay with bananas.
The tank being an item that not only gives you an attack that is base damage doesn't require any kind of strength or agility stat. It also acts as a good chance of blocking any physical attacks for the turn you're using it. And you may think this is just a tank gun, but if you play the 3D remake, nope, it is an actual tank that you're driving around in combat. Hey Leggy, what was on this boat?
Well, inveterable. The ship is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
The ship is
Bananas.
bananas?
Go, go, banana.
A-N-A-N-A-S.
We meme hard here.
Oh, we meme so hard, especially in Ada World, which, frankly has the most internal plot of any of the worlds we visit. Like, this is some Kingdom Hearts tier nonsense.
Which is impressive. And I love Kingdom Hearts.
I also love Kingdom Hearts, but also,
there's no one better at nonsense than Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is basically where the Saga series picked up, except, gone.
I'd believe it. You could tell me that and I would believe you.
Like, I can totally believe instead of this party, it's just Sora, Donald, and Goofy running around and doing these.
Oh, they can't be,
Legit.
though. They're not constantly saying their names. Sora, Donald, Goofy.
to be fair, it's usually other people who are doing that.
It doesn't matter. I just love it. Ugh.
Anyway,
Back to bananas.
we took our findings to the judge, who then ordered Ichigoya to come over and ordered one of the cops to go investigate the boat. That cop came back and lied and said, nah, there were no bananas there, so,
That sounds to me like we should probably abolish this entire criminal justice system.
hell yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yes.
Here for that.
Also, my favorite line in the entire game. Hannah, give it up. Some bad guys are concerned this case getting out of our hands.
Oh, so much
That
vagina.
hard-boiled detective line just in the middle of this. And remember, we're talking about a turtle. A turtle.
I just like how you say turtle. Can you say turtle?
Turtle.
Oh, and Murdoch, yes. Yes, it was. Kingdom Hearts was really the Miyaka Tamahome level of name calling. Except rather than them saying each other's names, everyone who came across them they can't just say, oh, hey, everyone. It's always Sora, Donald, Goofy. There are many memes because of it. It's beautiful and I love it, but...
And there you just saw Leggy doing the biggest, one of the big menuings of the game, slapping a bunch of agility gear on the murder bot, RBGC, which, although it says 99 agility, no, it goes higher than 99. That's just where the display caps off. Getting a cat claw, which has the highest multiplier on an agility weapon, putting the tank on the human for some constant damage and defense, and the Aegis Magi we yoinked from Venus, which creates a barrier against elemental magic and physical attacks on the user. The elemental magic is for the entire team, so we got a whole bunch of great loot. Let's go put it to use.
Also,
And let's also talk about how I actually remembered to do the Aegis
yes.
flip.
Yeah.
By the way, Leggy, we're still looking at some stuff in the background, but it looks like Good Taste is currently leading. So how about after this we swap it up, or do you want to do it during this cutscene?
Let's do it during the cutscene.
All right, let's shout out all of our wonderful aces out there.
This is my favorite one. This is just so maniacal. It's just like them having this conversation. Oh, you're bad. Oh, you're so bad, Shogun. And the Shogun's like, oh, that's such a nice compliment, but I'm not as bad as you, Ichigoya. And then suddenly, like, all this epic music starts playing. They're like, what's the music? So you know it's not just the game. And you bust in through the door and be like, yo, we're gonna stop it. You're like, what is happening?
Also, I totally ship Shogun Ichigoya.
I'm here for this.
100%.
And this does confirm that the music is coming from our robot. It's like
Yes.
it's like when you're in your D&D group and you're getting ready to kick in the door for a big combat, you have to get the battle music playing, and that's what our murder bot does aside from all the murdering.
Oh, totally. And also having everything duct taped to them.
We learn Taro, the local school teacher, is actually a guardian. He learns that Dad's dead, and now we get one of really good party members for this game. Taro actually dishes out really good damage, has a weapon that can insta-kill humanoid enemy types. Just one of the times in the game where you get someone and you're like, whoa, it's not just a bag of bricks I'm lugging around.
Yeah, one of the few good NPCs for sure.
Yay, Taro.
We love you, Taro.
No, Hannah loves Taro. We can. Oh, you can also love Taro.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can all love Taro.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And now, Scala, one of your favorite lines in the game was, it's getting out of our hands. One of my favorite ones is just how simply he goes, do not waste your lives. Like,
Oh, you got the good. You got one of the good versions of this encounter.
Right? I almost mismenuyed it, but I fixed it.
Nice. Yeah, you can have 3 enemy types in this encounter, so it's real good that you only have 2 packs.
and it's kind of funny here. The game uses this enemy formation later in the dungeon as well, and because it's a boss fight, you can't run from it later either. So Leggy's gonna have to pay real close attention. And I believe the 4th and 5th floors of the Shogun's castle to make sure to not try to run, because if you do run from a can't runnable fight, you lose all your actions that round, and you just give all the enemy mobs free turns on you. We don't want that.
Yeah, it's not great. And sometimes you get only the stone man showing up, and you're like, okay, I'll run. And it's the unrunnable encounter because that's one of the enemies. I think that's the main one that makes it unrunnable. I'm not sure. But yeah, you're just like, no.
Also, update on stuff that's happening in the background.
Yay.
All right, so we got everything figured out with the with the donations. Also, this is a reminder for everyone who's donating. Please make sure to double check. Make sure that your money is going where you want it to go. Always a good reminder whenever you're donating to one of these marathons. So, Bad Taste is actually indeed in the lead by $1.
I love it.
$1.
Are you gonna make our eyes burn?
Ooh, you want your eyes to burn?
Yes. Yeah, they have not burned enough yet. I want them to get burning.
Artificial flavors, then.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm here for this. No, literally, I'm here for this. I cannot leave. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
So I finally figured out what I have to do to go through this dungeon correctly.
Oh,
Right, left, right,
And-
left.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
This was the last dungeon I learned, Leggy. Same. I would
Yeah, same.
always go in the wrong door on at least one floor, and then I'm like, oh wait, you just alternate.
Yeah, it's so silly. What was this? Oh, artificial flavors. Okay, cool.
Now, I will remind chat, there is literally a $1 difference right now. Now that we went through and we got everything all sorted. So just donate like $2 and we will bring back good taste.
But why? But why
But-
would you do that?
But also a reminder, whenever you're donating to one of these marathons, try to donate at least $5 if you can. Obviously every dollar counts, but if you can donate over $5, it makes it so that way your donation is not eaten up by PayPal fees. There you go. There's your little, like, the more you know for today.
Oh, that's unlucky to get this encounter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but
Hey.
Leggy showing her stuff, correctly targeting each enemy party with the right attacks from the right teammates, gets through it in one round. Not too bit of a time loss. It's always rude when you have a mob sizes that require you to do 2 turns with that fight.
Also, add a buck for that one.
Hey. You got it. Like,
Why are we adding $1 for that one?
because Leggy said so.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
I couldn't run, and heck it.
Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, we finally find the Shogun, and he's just crying. He's just like, oh god. Yeah, we just kind of destroy the Shogun.
We just dunk on him.
Oh yeah, he is truly not the real boss. I love how you get 1 GP.
You know he's not the real boss because he's only 1 tile tall.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we have met the man behind the man behind the man, which is
Whoa.
the magnate.
My god,
who's our-
every time. I was gonna say every time I see Cookie's name, I think it's their HP. So I'm just like, wow, and then I realize what I'm looking at.
And that's confirming that there's only one good dad in all the worlds, our dad. This dad is a big old jerk, knocks off his own kid, only wanted the Magi, only wanted to rule, and we're like, you know, in the name of poor defeated dads everywhere, we will punish you. It's even by the light of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I'm scared about here is Magnate has the tornado ability.
It's a pretty nasty ability. One of the few that the Aegis will not actually defend against.
Yeah, we haven't talked about
Hey.
Aegis and how it's real good.
Oh, my murder bot's dead.
Oh no!
Murderbot!
Keep going! Come on!
Thankfully, Murasame is quite good. I love being strong against thunder. You still got your Watcher, too.
Oh, rude.
Nope.
Oh,
That's a wipe.
gross. That's 12. Yeah, that just happens sometimes. You're just like, yep, that's why we always save before these bosses, because sometimes they just go, nah, and you're like, oh no.
And they just go tornado, 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 tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had a few bad misses in there, which didn't help either.
Yeah, we like seeing the katana attack. We like it when Magnet uses, I believe it knows lightning or thunder.
Thunder.
We are immune to that after the very first usage of the Aegis. The shield stays the entire combat. Future ones just protect against physical attacks. But
Oh,
tornado,
God. Wow.
Like,
There's
did
another
you-
wipe.
Did you equip the samurai bow?
No, I usually do it after this.
And maybe those extra HP are what's making the difference? I don't know.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Also, hey Leggy, while you're in the menu,
yeah.
Gambit donated $5, but he said, "Oh, bad taste only up by $1. Gotta fix that. Let's have some more bad taste." But then Nicolette came in with a $10 donation and says that cute leggies deserve good taste.
Aww. I can agree with that, even if I like bad taste best.
So good taste is back in lead, but I'll let you get through Magnate and then we'll swap.
Oh, I mean, it's just hold A.
It's whole day. Here,
All day and pray.
I will be. I'll take this one because we are trying to do more of the Pride Palace. Let's get some by Pride in here.
Yeah.
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 Prof Ness coming in with a, maybe let's tornado don't and say we did.
Right?
Oh, the mid-battle change. You love
Oh, that
to see it.
actually feels really good. I may love bad taste, but that is nice on my eyes.
And hey, look, good taste saved the day.
I
It
don't
did.
Mhm. You can't,
Thank you,
can't prove it.
bisexuals, for giving me your energy.
Of course. Anytime, all the time.
I love it. Oh, this is a really good red too. I love it. Or reddy pink.
Yeah.
I love it. Magenta even.
Oh, and just checking in, Leggy, just want to make sure we keep our donation tracker and keep everyone informed. Will you be ending the palette swaps at the Apollo fight as is tradition, or are you going to keep it rolling?
Oh, well, we will end at the Apollo fight as is tradition.
All right, just making sure so I can alert Varen.
Also, it's time for my favorite point.
Yeah, this is great.
I love this dungeon. Wait, are you going to talk to the fairy? Aww, no fairy talk. I love that fairy. So that was the nasty dungeon. If you talk to the fairy, she tells you, this dungeon's mean and nasty. Better not go in. And then you're like, yes, I agree with you, Miss Fairy, and you leave.
You can go in. There's actually
can
some pretty dang good loot in there.
You absolutely can, if that is a choice you'd like to make. Oh boy. We also got some donations.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Thrift donated $20 and says, I'm sorry to do this, but I need bad taste to keep going.
Yeah. Don't be sorry. Be proud.
So let's do that first, and then we have another one. What do we got for bad taste? Let's do that one time I grated turmeric.
Okay.
This was actually a gift from the wonderful Prof Ness.
Oh, I can't wait for this. I'm gonna miss this. This is actually a really good palette. I like it.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Not that any of them are bad, especially that. Oh, this is beautifully awful. Oh my
Like-
god.
It would be fine if the sprites weren't the same gosh dang color as the rest of everything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how my hands look after grading turmeric.
And we also got a donation for something not involved at all with this bid war from the Ultramaven.
I love it.
It's telling us to destroy them with lasers, I mean flares. Also, revert palette. Also, you need to see that wave dash. So that's for later on. For which one is the one with the wave dash?
I think that's Celeste.
Nice. All right, let me do a check. Let me double check and see where we're at. Yes, Bad Taste is indeed still in the lead by $1.
Yeah.
$1.
$1.
So, fun little part about the dungeon we're in now. This is Valhalla. Shout out to my RPG Valkyrie friends here in the booth.
Yeah.
But the music is kind of ominous. We've not seen it on this run, but if you play this game casually, you probably wiped at some point, and you get to have a conversation with Odin, saying that if you're willing to keep fighting, I'll revive you, as long as you promise one day that you will engage me in combat as well. If that happens in a marathon run, well, the rules of the run say you can't reset. That was a random encounter. Well, you can reset if it's a boss fight. If it's a random encounter that wipes you, you're sitting through that cutscene, gets you more cutscene when you get up here and talk to Odin. But the music that plays here, this is the only dungeon where this song plays. So when you actually enter here and this music starts playing and you see the floating orbs of light, it's very ominous. It's very, something big is coming. Which is, again, really just a cool thematic thing that they did on a Game Boy game. I love it.
It's very cool. Everything about this game is cool. God, Odin's sprite.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god, Odin. Odin. So this fight is really terrifying. Yeah, good luck, Leggy. Not only do you have to take out the monsters along with Odin, but Odin can do some real damage. Another concern here is there are different meats you can get at the end of this battle, and if it's the Sleipnir meat that you get, there's actually a glitch involved. I don't know what the glitch is, and Venerable or Scala might be able to explain it, but you get about 1/10 of the money you're supposed to get, so it really seriously affects your money route. Thankfully, because it's such a well-known and frequently occurring glitch, we know how to change the money route in order to make up for it, but it's annoying.
Everyone hates the murder bot today.
Why? No!
Bot is good and our friend.
No, we don't need that continue screen. Destroy it.
It was exceptionally unfortunate that Odin got a lightning attack off before we got our Aegis up this battle.
Yeah, basically, if Odin gets in before the Aegis is up, usually you're having to reset.
It's over.
Alright, that's another one. Another reset.
So we're up to 14, right?
Yep, that matches my number.
Yeah, match it.
Yeah. Odin, I've done the math on it. Even with, an optimal party setup, you still have about a 25% chance that Odin will just wreck you.
Oh, yeah.
That time, though, got the Aegis up in time. Odin's ice attacks and thunder attacks doing nothing, which it's really nice that he opened with those instead of with the Gungnir Spear, which the Aegis will not defend against.
Nope.
Speaking of...
Inven, please.
Stop cursing, Inven. RPGC took it though.
Yeah.
33 health left.
33 health in a dream. You can do it.
And no
Hey!
Sleipnir meat.
Woo!
Even better.
You know what? Let's celebrate with a new palette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do Tropical Headache.
Is that good taste or bad taste?
That is Bad Taste. Bad Taste is still in the lead with $1. $1.
One time I graded turmeric and it gave me a tropical headache.
Cannot wait. This is...
Yes, Tropical Headache is the name of this palette.
I see.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was waiting for.
I have a
the
new
pain.
favorite. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
god, I love it.
This is so good and painful.
Skull, you've outdone yourself. I think I like
Aw.
this one more than Disco Lemonade or Demon Chocobo.
I don't believe you. So those
God.
are also. Are we gonna have either of those two here?
You know, I like to save some stuff for the end.
The only help for you, Dijon, is if someone donates for good taste. Are you gonna
$2.
say? Are you gonna save your friends, anyone, or are you gonna let them suffer? Either way, donate. We are. We are literally $79 away from 6,000.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
Apollo, what have they done to you?
Actually, I want to see a
Yeah, that totally looks like
Oh my
Repaste.
Oh, those minions! I'm so sorry. I love it. Okay, so we're trying to turn that minion to stone. Worked first time. Yes.
You'll love to see
Oh, you love to see it. Those minions can actually be quite a pain. You can kill them without, but it's much slower. And having to redo that stone gaze can also be a pain.
And Apollo here, showing his true colors, which are horrific, has kidnapped all our friends, threatens their lives, takes all the magi. We are left empty-handed, but hey,
That's a lie.
yeah,
Oh,
It's
wow.
that.
Why are
Oh,
we
wow.
all dramatic? You were fine. Dad,
Also, oh, sorry. Go ahead. You finish, then I'll go on.
I was just saying, Dad, please. That was it. I'm done.
That please. Hey, luckily for y'all, Mercer Man has donated $10 and says, "Shout out to all the gamer bears out there, and all in good taste, please." We actually have we have 2 more pride palettes left. So, Leggy, can you give us some lesbian pride?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
If I
how this
could
is the final
Do
dungeon.
my, menu that isn't in the game.
I have faith in you. But yeah, this dungeon's literally called the final dungeon, and it is not, in fact, the final dungeon.
and this is the final world. But it is, well, it's kind of the final world. But
Really?
yeah.
Anyways, this palette's really nice. I like those pinky shades. They're real good.
Yeah, based off of the community lesbian pride flag, the one that's orange and pink,
Yay!
and super cute.
Super cute.
Right?
Yes, like girls.
Girls are great.
Girls are fantastic.
Imagine
Also-
being a cute girl
Oh.
Right?
and having a cute girl napping on the bed next to your desk.
Best.
I can't wait for Zoe to watch back this run and hear that.
And be like, I was attacked so viciously while sleeping. How rude.
Also, shoutouts to just walking by the Arthur armor. Don't need that.
Yeah, exactly. That is one of the things you can potentially pick up if you do get Sleipnir'd, but we don't need to.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
sells
need
for
that.
a whole lot of money. The Leggy got the full 35,000 from Sleipnir. Didn't get kicked down to only like 350 or so, which you get if the glitch happens. So all set to do a final shopping trip once out of here. But we still have a friend, an old acquaintance. Leggy, you play some Final Fantasy 1, right?
Yeah, I've been known to dabble in that particular video game.
Dabble, you say. Ha!
In fact, I think last year at this event, I did a race of the GBA FF1 randomizer.
Yeah, shoutouts to HMS Jane.
Woo!
Yeah.
Just past another room with even more money back up. If you loop around the outside there, you can get the Excalibur, the one weapon in the game with infinite uses. Attacks entire enemy groups, does strength-based damage, and if you want to run a 2-robot route, kind of necessary for your DPS. And sells for a lot of money if you do get Sleipnir Glitch, but the run so far pretty blessed. Second try Watcher Meet, no Sleipnir Glitch, things are going nice.
That's because of the
mean-
power. That is the power of bad taste.
I mean, Magnate was a little rude.
That's true.
Yes, Magnate kind of got us back for that. And you can always, if you wanted this run to continue being powerful, you can bring back Bad Taste. As much as we love girls, because let's be clear, we love girls.
It is, it would be a $10 donation to swap the balances.
There you go.
And just a reminder, we're going to be cutting that off after we beat, not this boss, but the next boss, Apollo. Spoilers.
Vengeance is at hand.
I almost forgot my pre-War Mac menu.
War Mock 2. It has the 2 on the side.
I love the 2 on the side. It
Oh
makes
my
me
gosh,
so happy.
it really does.
So I know it's meant to be like little cameras or sensors or whatever, but that totally looks like an eyeball in the middle. Even though it's supposed to be like a murder machine, I swear it's shaped like a friend.
Listen, we have girl in our party,
That's true.
so that's gonna have to count. If the donations say we gotta swap it, we gotta swap it, and it's to support many friend-shaped people.
Indeed.
Oh, and also, this Warmac, big scary boss fight, has nuclear weapons and everything. You just turn it into a statue.
Yeah,
you get lucky.
Oh. By the way, Leggy,
Yes.
I got a message for you.
Okay.
Demarine donated $5 and said,
No.
"Heck, I should tell Leggy I love her during Lesbian Pride. Good taste forever."
Yay!
Oh.
I'm here for this, literally.
Donate more so I can bully Leggy more.
Yeah, bully Leggy, everyone, with cuteness and love.
Oh, okay, I guess Garby heard me. Cause Garby donated $30 and said, "Bad taste, yes." So I guess we're back to bad taste, everybody.
That's like loving Leggy.
That's kind of. You know, let's go in a complete. Actually, here we have one more new bad palette that we haven't seen. Leggy, can you please give us camouflage fail?
Oh god. That sounds awful. And I'm here for it.
I wonder which is actually better, the palettes themselves or the names you come up with for them. I'm a little torn.
Yeah, me too. The names are best, but only by like a smidge.
This one isn't
these
that
palettes
bad.
are real good. This one isn't that bad, but it's not as good as girls. because,
No,
you know.
nowhere near as good as girls.
But yeah. So this is our final shop, making sure to sell basically everything in our inventory once we get a few of the weapons, and then we sell everything else and we fill up on elixirs, spelled totally correctly, don't worry about it, and 10. 3 if we're lucky.
So, it's a simple progression. You have Elixir, you have Elixir, and then not appearing in this game, you have Elixius.
I
Right?
want an Elixius now.
I do too,
Invent.
actually.
Invent.
Isn't that the guy who fought the Minotaur?
What? Oh, whoa.
I will give one last note, okay, about the donations. So, ready? Okay, cool. So, right now,
God.
as I'm speaking, we have a difference of $17, which would put Good Taste in the lead for the end. And after this boss fight, we are cutting off this incentive. This incentive is going to stop because Leggy has to go through the final gauntlet, and it's real stressful, and I don't want her to also have to be swapping palettes. So you have one boss fight to get in your donation. So that is why I am saying this now, because of processing time and all that stuff. So if you want to lock in, donate, and I will check the amount after we're done with Apollo, and then we will close that out. So
Ooh. And this fight's a little long, but really not that long. So
Yes.
get those in like now. Ooh, we hit 6,000.
also, yes, we hit
Yo.
6,000. Yo,
Everyone, you're so good.
you're so good. So okay, very quickly. Good Taste is currently in the lead. Y'all have this boss battle if you want to swap it.
And quick mention, that final
Yes.
shopping trip also bought a whole mess of laser guns. They're the ones that give the biggest boost to agility for a robot, and they're the best consistent, steady damage for a human. So we got 1 for our human, 3 more to attach to our murder bot. The cat claw still is the highest damage multiplier, but while Apollo's immune to everything, we're still just going to be able to hit it with lasers, flares, beams, etc., and burn through most of his HP before he even drops his defenses.
Yeah, while he's bragging about how untouchable and powerful he is, I don't think he's paying attention to his health bar.
No, he's really not looking. He's like, oh, that just tickled. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, we are all attacking and dethroning God. Let's do... Especially, look how smug his face is.
I love
Just
his
like
smug
Lee
face, though.
Pace.
Listen, we can love it, but it's still smug.
I have to like go and like find like a screenshot of Lee Pace and then like color his hair pink to match Apollo's really good concept art. I was so mad in the DS version that they just made him like a blonde Rufus Shinra clone. Nothing against Rufus Shinra, as I know.
He's so pretty.
He's so pretty, doubly so in the remake,
Correct.
where he is very much HD pretty, and also his new voice actor is on point. But also, Apollo should have pink hair. That's all I'm saying.
Here.
Here.
So I got my
Here.
Wonders of the Heart Magi.
Okay, yes, so we're getting real close to the end of this fight. It might even be too late to snipe.
I'm going to wait until... Ooh, and everything's going to melt now. Melting!
And Dad's going to tank the hits.
I was gonna say this palette isn't even that bad. It's kind of like not as harsh dark mode, and I kind of like it. It's kind of soothing on my eyes.
All right.
Okay.
Dad fell right on.
So, I'm going to read out the donations that came in during that fight. I'm going to double check, make 100% sure. But, because we had, the Ultra Movement did come in with that $17 and said, objection! We also had Boring Cactus, who came in with $10 and said, good taste from a good friend who I'm watching this with. But, the person who ended up putting us over $6,000 and, also, pushing us to good taste being the final winner was Joshi, who donated $69
Nice.
and said simply, okay, but girls? Also, Lady Linalia came in there at the last moment with another $20 to solidify good taste. Leggy, do you want Ice Cherries or do you want Trans Pride? I think it should be up to you in the end.
I'm gonna switch it back over to Ice Cherries. I'm already in the gauntlet, but like, let's lock it into my favorite. Because
Yeah, my favorite too.
fundamentally, looking at the two of them,
They're
this
both
is still a Trans Pride palette.
Oh, it's still a Trans Pride palette. Heck yeah. So let's make sure we can go ahead and close that all out.
Oh yeah, it's closed out.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
Very
everyone.
close to the good fight.
Okay. By the way, just so you all know, if this is correct by my last count, that donation incentive raise $932.
You all
Holy
are
heck, y'all.
amazing. That's pride right there.
That is absolutely pride. I think that's the most this incentive has ever raised.
Which is super impressive.
So thank you all so much. You are all absolutely wonderful and amazing. And please continue to keep all of that wonderful generosity going forward.
We're at 2. I had a fair bit of money, so I've got extra, so I'm gonna try and pop an early elixir.
Also, to the question chat. Yes! Bone King! Bone King! Bone King!
So there's a guide which kind of lets you know what are the best monsters to get, because we have 2 sets of fights coming up, and when we eat the meat or get the meat, because we will definitely 100% get the meat from the second fight once we complete it, we can use it to turn into a really good monster, and we know that Bone King will turn us into the best monster. So that is incredibly good luck, because you can get all the way there and just not get it and just YOLO.
And you will note that Leggy has changed things up now. Instead of running from every fight, oh, we're in the final gauntlet. Every fight must be dealt with. But luckily, we have a wonderful NPC. All 78 pieces of Magi made the statue of the goddess Isis, and she knows Flair. She has 99 mana, and is going to mop up nearly everything. May need a little help from our robot or our giant eyeball. But just pouring through, using those elixirs and tents to recover ability charges, and we're on our way.
And Zandra, you will be transformed again. And not only that, like, Isis was too tall, but realized, no, I'm evil if I'm too tall, so shrunk down to be just 1 tile tall. So we're like, good, you're good now. So she's actually quite neutral.
I like to joke that Isis is actually the goddess of tech support, because that's what we're about to do. We're about to literally go down into the core of this whole like little universe we've been traveling through, and basically like reset everything. We're just going to go and like, you know, unplug it and plug it back in again.
We're going to exercise some percussive maintenance.
I'm here for this.
And yeah, nearly every enemy in this gauntlet will die to a touch of Flare. There are a few that, if you're interested in running this game, Scala actually took together a lot of our knowledge and put it into a very easy-to-follow guide. So...
Yeah, it's the one I used to learn, and I'm very particular with my guides, and it was so good.
Yeah, if you want to, I think if you look up on speedrun.com on the leaderboard for this, there's a link to the Final Fantasy Legend II Discord. Also, I meant to say this earlier, but then I got distracted because Bone King. If you're in the Power Up with Pride server, I will do my best to share palettes. Please note that they are designed for Final Fantasy Legend 2. I cannot ensure they will work well on other Game Boy games. But you're 100% welcome to use them if you like.
And with that Tianlong meat, which by the way, Leggy, very nice, getting only 1 Tianlong first try, you'd love to see it.
Love to see it.
Cookie has ascended to their final form, the Madam Butterfly. Reason this form is used in every route that we run, pretty much, is it gets a really high agility and an absorb attack and a healing spell. So in the final fight, you can heal up your team during certain phases, and more importantly, the butterfly can sustain itself by using that absorption attack.
Also, you get to be a heckin' butterfly.
It's pretty cool.
And
Not
you
just
get to
any
ask,
butterfly, a Madam Butterfly.
and also you get to ask the wonderful question: who would win in a fight, a giant world-destroying robot or one floating butterfly?
And the answer, of course, is obviously the butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly, absolutely.
Not every time, unfortunately,
But enough.
but that's just because Arsenal can be rude.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Sleipnir coming back.
Sleipnir's annoying because you have to basically focus fire on it because it has a lot of HP. Hey, Isis got us though.
Poor confused fishy. It's like, why am I even here? Oh, I'm just getting flared. Oh well.
Must be Monday.
We have one more mini boss, although these mini bosses are really nasty, coming up here. Well, in another floor too. We took care of Tianlong. Fenrir is the other top tier monster battle we get to deal with. And both these are really great because they are guaranteed to drop their meat. And it's the only way to get a tier 5 monster. If you were to do the 4 monster route of this game, 2 of your monsters would cap out at tier 4. And you'd have to pick which 2 you want to hit tier 5. The route that Leggy's running, we don't have to play favorites here.
Because they're both our favorites.
Exactly.
Indeedly.
Oh my god, these stairs though.
Yeah.
Right?
So true.
The one thing that always scares me is doing the menuing on the stairs. Because like you're trying to get in there and like slide into your menu before you slide down the stairs. You're like, game please. Good luck with that, Lucky. Please.
I've gotten very good at it.
Yeah, good job.
I've also gotten super punished by it in the past, so I've had to get very good at it.
Same.
Oh, hey, a single Fenrir.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
marathon luck.
This
Ooh.
run, though, that's so lucky.
Second try watcher. Only one Fenrir, only one Tianlong. Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah, of course Fenrir is a tiger. Come on. We all read about Norse mythology. And it is the time.
Yes.
The time of
Time
the
for slime.
slime god.
Best.
We're a big fan of Slime God for a few other reasons. It doesn't have quite the agility of the Madam Butterfly, but has a dissolve ability that also gives that self-sustain at the final boss fight. All the damage dealt gets absorbed as HP. And it's also really great for these trash mobs. The P-Blast, the Psionic Blast ability, if Flare doesn't finish them off, P-Blast will mop up whatever else is in these mobs usually.
Yeah, it's real good. Plus, Slime God just sounds amazing.
Slime God.
I am Slime God, God of Slime.
Oh, and also, I believe it has the surprise ability, which works on not just the regular encounters. Fingers crossed.
It would be
crossed.
it would be amazing if Slime God looked like a Dragon Warrior slime. Like
Right.
that would be so good.
Don't they have God Slimes in Dragon Warrior? I think they do.
They probably do, but it's not the same. It's not the same, Scala.
Also, shout out to that shiitake, to our last mushy friend, hopefully.
Aw, mushy friend. You know who's a really good friend down here?
No! Do not speak their name!
Haniwa.
I have never run into Hariwa.
You know... Yeah, just wander around. Sure, just challenge Haniwa.
Yeah, an old PB of mine actually had a Haniwa encounter that would have been a much better time if anywhere in the notes up to that point it had specified that you can run from Haniwa. The only enemy down here you can run from, and for good gosh darn
First
reason.
strike! You got it!
Okay, yeah, this is serious business here. Because there's a few different rounds. First, we're trying to just do as much damage so we can destroy the 4 cannons. Then we're going to try and do some more damage while Arsenal does, I forget the name of the move, but kind of like the little cannon. And then it just blasts us for a lot of damage, and that's why we need those healing moves.
Okay, so the 4 cannons are down. Okay.
After each cannon has 1,000 HP, but it doesn't roll over. After you defeat one, it kind of resets. Next phase has 3,000 HP, if I remember correctly, with using a single target smasher that can actually be blocked by our tank if we still want to use it. And doesn't always block. And then after the 3,000, this is kind of our heal up and prep for that final phase, which will be 5,000 HP on the Arsenal. And it will be hitting our entire team for, I believe, anywhere from 63 to like 639 is the top end of the damage. So you're really hoping for some low rolls and for your Slime God and Butterfly to land their attacks and keep those HP topped out.
Yeah, you'll know we're in phase 3 when you see the animation launching the Smasher.
And you hear the best music, Save the World. Don't get me wrong, I love Burning Blood, but Save the World is such a good track.
2 max damage rolls.
Whew.
And Slime God missed. Still up,
Slime God-
but the robot's down.
Oof.
Hey, the
That's real
robot.
tough.
The robot did its best. Did its best.
Yeah. Slime God's down.
Alright, it is one floating butterfly.
Oh gosh.
Against a giant, angry security robot.
It's real angry.
Done.
Ooh, nice low damage row. GG!
GG!
Yay! Yay!
The power of butterflies.
It's almost as good as when you suplex Arsenal.
Suplexing Arsenal is still my favorite way to win that fight.
It's not tactically sound, but looks real cool. Like, it's really strong, but it's not worth it to try and get it. But if you're stuck with that monster, you're like, well.
We've done it. Oh, go ahead, Ben.
I was gonna say, with all the palette swapping you had to do, amazing run, Leggy. Very well done.
Really good time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And thank y'all again for just keeping us on our toes that entire run.
Mm-hmm. That was the fact you came out and almost $1,000 for that alone. Just blows me away. You're all so incredibly generous.
And now we're in cutscenes, so I can put down the controller for good. And
hey, it's dead.
Yeah. I just want to take a quick moment and shout out a few people. First and foremost, the 3 lovely people in the booth with me. Thank you all for basically being the crew that got me into running this game. I know that we've done at least one race all together before, but you all are fantastic friends, and I'm super glad that I not only know all of you, but get to share running this speed game with y'all.
Aww.
Aww.
I want to shout out Demi and Zoe, one of whom is asleep, one of whom was donating. They are both fantastic people, and I am so incredibly lucky to have you both in my life. I want to shout out everyone involved with making Power Up with Pride happen. And of course, I want to shout out Dijon Ketchup, who will be here with me tomorrow to run Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color.
You gotta be real feels hour here in the booth.
All the feels. But no bananas.
But no. Mm-mm. Also, shoutouts to the different, map for Venus's World. It's one of my favorite little things in the ending. It's all flowers now. There's no more walls. Everyone's happy.
Yay, happy.
Aw.
Yeah, and thank you so much to both Power Up with Pride and Leggy for having us.
Yes, we're so happy to be here. Well, I was going to be here no matter what.
Whoa. Well, fine. Thanks to everyone but Scala. Whatever.
I know
thanks to Scala for the pallets.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
Scala messaged me, what? Not last night, but the night before, being like, hey, I'm gonna make some pallets for you. And I'm like, sure. And they came out amazing as always.
Hey, Leggy.
Yeah?
Can you end this back on that trans pride palette you started us off with? I think it's a nice way to do the end screen.
Yay!
Yes.
Too much different from Ice Cherries, but enough.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And as this was so much fun, but I do want to make sure everyone's aware that as glorious as this run is, with the eye bleed from the bad palettes, the really cute good palettes, our friend, and I know I'm not the host, but still, our really good friend Glitchless is about to be running Weird Dreams. And if you want more things to sear your eyeballs, you really need to stick around for that game.
It's such a good run.
I love her run of it so much.
It's a real strong game.
It's real strange.
And she's just a really strong person in general, so
So true.
do make sure you stick around for this.
Yay, we actually got the end. The end.
Yay.
All right, I think we'll go over to break screen, and we'll be back in just a little bit with Weird Dreams with Glitchless. Thank you all for tuning in to Power Up with Pride 2020, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye!